Today's draft, what we would miss most if there is no college football on the fall schedule this year. Chris, you've got the trivia question for me. What do you have?
All right there, Johnny, West Virginia. You ready for this, Mr. Mountaineer? All right. 1993, West Virginia lost one football game in 1993. What team did they lose to? It was in their bowl game. Yes.
Oh, it was Florida. It was Florida.
I shouldn't have said that. You might have not got it if I didn't say the bowl game.
No, I would have remembered. I would have remembered because here's the lasting image. The lasting image of that game is Darren Studstill, who split time with Jay Kelchner at quarterback that year. He got hit on one play, and he walked up to the line of scrimmage, and his helmet was completely twisted sideways. And I'll never forget that image. And that was the moment that I knew that the national championship was not going to be realized by the West Virginia Mountaineers.
You realized that?
1988 against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Or in 2007 when the Mountaineers were a 28.5-point lead, favorite. All they had to do was beat Pitt, and they lost, and, that's that.
Damn shame. Seems a common theme with the teams you root for. Vikings, them, I don't know. Maybe it's you.
Unfortunately. All right, so I get the first pick in this one. There are several to choose from, and let's see what we have here. And speaking of the topic that we just discussed, the one thing that I will miss more than anything else, and this is going to happen even if they play the games because there's not going to be the crowd there, those awesome indelible shots of the depressed fan. Just, right whenever that thing goes wrong and they find that person in the stands that often is me with just that look of despair as his or her favorite team has gone down in flames. That is one thing that for whatever reason in the NFL, we don't see that, but there's something about college football where that just dejection is so unique, and those images every year, there are like 3 or 4 of them that we never forget.
Dr. Doom, the killer of fun, is back. Mike Florio. Have you ever seen Debbie Downer on Saturday Night?
You set me up.
Wah. All the damn things to talk about. You go negative Nancy right off the bat.
We're going to talk about the band, dotting the I. Wait, come on, go ahead, Johnny Positive. What do you got?
I do like the band and the dotting of the I. It might come up later in the draft. How dare you say that about the dotting of the I, okay? All right. Right off, New Year's Day is the first thing I'm thinking of. We have no college football. The New Year's, the holidays there. It's a great time of year. It's awesome. You sit there. It just doesn't matter what night of the week. There's a bowl game on. And, of course, I love the big bowl games and the pageantry of the Rose Bowl and all of that type of stuff. To me, that will hurt my heart. So, I want to say like holiday football even. I almost want to even include Thanksgiving weekend in there. I feel like that's part of being an American is like, sitting at home and I'm going to eat some turkey and mashed potatoes and let's watch a college football game. This is awesome. And that will hurt me on New Year's, Christmas, whatever, if there's no college football.
Well, and look, I disagree with that because the BCS Final Four, that's really taken away from the bowl games. Like, that's the focal point, the 2 semifinal games and the final. And you never know, like, when's this game on, when's that game on? It's not like it used to be where it was all hell breaks loose on January 1. So I'm going to be more specific, and this is a positive thing. I will miss the Ohio State-Michigan game. And every year I find a way, whenever that game happens, to engineer my travel schedule so I can be somewhere to watch that game. Either I get to Connecticut early or I leave here late so I can watch that game. There is something about that game.
Yes, there is.
Every year. If there's only one college football game I watch in a year, it's Ohio State-Michigan. And I will sorely miss that if it doesn't happen. And it looks like that one's not going to happen because Big Ten, among all the conferences, is teetering closest to the edge of pulling the plug.
Yeah, well, we saw Harbaugh and Ryan Day be a little vocal on Twitter yesterday. So at least there seemed like they're fighting back. I hear. Didn't you make fun of like rivalry games right as I was about to make my first pick, and then you pick a rivalry game? Didn't you make fun of that?
Set me up.
You're unbelievable.
Set me up.
And you stole my damn pick because I was gonna have more fun with that. I was gonna have more fun with it and go, the annual Jim Harbaugh losing to Ohio State game. But I am with you. I love that game. The rivalries.
I thought I was the one who holds a grudge. I mean, you have like one grudge, but you're going to take it beyond the grave.
I'm taking it to the grave. Love John, don't like Jim. Damn, sorry. Go Ravens, go Ohio State. I don't know what it is.
Tell your dad I said hi. All right, what's your next pick?
All right. First quarterback off the board talk. Is it Trevor Lawrence? Is it Justin Fields? Is it Justin Fields? Is it Trevor Lawrence? I love that crap. I was so excited this year because Clemson was supposed to go to Notre Dame and play. And, of course, yes, I've been fortunate to cover the Notre Dame games and be on the sideline and see some of these great players. And, man, I mean, Clemson, Trevor Lawrence, the opportunity for myself to just watch him as a fan, but, the fact that I might have been able to get to see him in person and we won't get to see the on-field, debate take place. Is Fields better? Is Lawrence better? Is Lawrence better than he was his first 2 years? He set a very high bar. I will miss that certainly this year if there's no college football.
Yeah. That one isn't done yet, though.
I know.
Ohio State, Michigan, far closer to being off the board than Clemson, Notre Dame. ACC seems to be intent on trying to give it a go. All right, I got a lot I can choose from here. I'm going to go with that crazy wide-angle field goal shot that you don't see in the NFL with the wide hash mark, and the closer you get, it's like, how in the hell are they angling that thing through? But just that pre-snap look where the tee, not the tee, they don't use a tee anymore, but where the holder is set up so far wide, that's college football, right? That is unique to college football. Yeah, they do it in high school too, but you never see TV shots like that. That is a college football experience that I will miss because I'm always impressed at the different angles that you have to work to get that football through the uprights. The closer you are to the goal line and the sharper you are to that spot that the ball's got to get through.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that. I don't know if I love that one. Okay,
that's all right. Then make your next pick.
Good. Okay. Man, there's so many good ones here. I'm a little stuck in what to do here, and I've lost my train of thought about where. But I'm gonna go. I don't give a damn what you say. I'm gonna go with where my heart is, and I love the freaking bands. I don't care. The dotting of the I, when I was at Notre Dame and the first university marching band comes out, I get chills every time. And anytime I turn on a college football game and I hear, the Fighting Irish song or Hail to the Victors, Rocky Top, Tennessee, whatever it may be, to me, it gets my blood boiling. It really does. It gets me wanting to play football. I mean, come on. I mean, that's just as good as to me. I mean, that's as good as it gets. So I will miss that. That's a big part of college football to me, the pageantry and all that's involved with the band, the school, the cheerleaders, all of it.
And that's one thing that no matter how hard the NFL tries, and I wonder how hard they really even do try, it can't capture that.
No.
That is unique to college football. And look, here's the problem. Even if they play, just like the depressed fan, right? The flip side to your thrill from the fight song, it's not going to be there.
No, I know.
It's not going to happen. There's not going to be anybody there for the most part, or if it is, it's going to be a small crowd. It's not going to be nearly the same experience that it is. So hopefully they can get this worked out. Primarily, they need to make a decision. And if they have to acknowledge they waited too long to get everything in place and they just can't do it, then just do it. Do it so others can make their plans like the NFL. What is the NFL going to do? I want those Saturday games if we're not going to have college football, but hopefully they'll get something figured out. And it'll be something more than just, we'll just fly by the seat of our pants and hope that it works. We'll take a break. More PFT Live coming right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.